Hi there. How's everybody at MSF Nation? Hope you guys are well. So, hey, my name's Sean Marzola. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at myServiceForce, and I wanted to bring you guys a vlog today on the subject of change. So, maybe you guys know my dog Charlie. He's in here with me. It's Memorial Day weekend, and we thought we'd just explore this subject. So, last week, many of you may recall that we upgraded our user interface, or our GUI, for MyService Pro and MyService Apprentice users. And we got some great feedback, really great. Better than the 80-20 rule, really, in that more than 80% of our feedback was positive, if not even highly enthusiastic. So that's great. But hey, look, there were some haters out there, and you guys know who you might be. So let's talk about that a little bit. But it was less than 20%, either aggravated or upset about change in some way, shape, or form, right? So here's my view on change. So we've changed a lot in the last 2.5 years. I mean, bunches. More than we did in the entire prior 7.5 years. So that's a bunch, and that's a fact. I measured it. And if we could, I personally would change even a lot more in the coming half year. There's very little downside to positive change. But, of course, there is the fact that one has to learn new things, right? That's normal. And I get that. There's what's called FUD with that. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? You make changes, you don't necessarily know how to use it right away, causes some fear, causes some doubt, etc. But we have to improve, folks. We have to. All of us do. We always have to be moving forward and thinking improvement all the time. So I want to say I am sorry that does cause some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I am sorry, but it is for the better. We also had some folks a little upset about the time of week that we chose to implement this particular change. Well, here's the deal. I can assure you, there is zero good time for change. None. If everybody were to cast in their vote, we'd never be able to make a change. We really wouldn't. There is good time for some trades, right? So maybe in the dead of winter in mild climates, it's great time for HVAC companies. But maybe it's not so good for plumbers, or maybe it's not so good for appliance trade folks. Either way, it really isn't a very good time because we do service a lot of different trade types. So we're sorry that there is no good time for change, and we do the best we can, and we're very cognizant of what works. The average company before a holiday at the end of a week is a really, really slow time for the average company. And we've studied that for 10 years, so we definitely know. I will also say, though, this. We do tend to shy away from major updates during the summertime. Call it June, July, and August. We do tend to shy away from change during those periods of times because almost all folks tend to be super, super busy during those periods. Okay, so lastly, we had some folks upset because of the way one has to log in. So I'm not going to fib to you guys. This one makes me chuckle a little bit because we just had a major update, I think it was 9 months ago, where we changed the login procedures. And we explained at that time why. It's security. All of us have probably had multiple credit cards replaced 2, 3, 4 times in the last 2 or 3 years. And that's been due to security breaches at major corporations like Target and Walmart, etc. We have to continue to increase the security so that all of you and your data is safe. That's our main objective. When you have employee turnover, hopefully you don't have much, but if you do, you'll really appreciate this. So, it's very difficult for us to view this as not necessary. It is completely necessary, and we'd really love it if you guys would embrace that. So, a couple folks then, sort of subcategory of this complaint, were unhappy with how long it takes now to get to the dispatch board if they're logging in correctly, which, by the way, you should have been doing the whole time. That we left a couple back doors open is on us, but we won't be doing that anymore. Okay, now, first, not everybody goes directly to the dispatch board. Second, I did it myself and I timed it. 5 clicks, 21.23 seconds. So, look, that's just not a lot to sacrifice for security. Come on now. You can get on board with that. I know you can. That's not a big deal. Let's just smile and move on our way, because that is a heck of a lot better than having your data compromised by an ex-employee who maybe we can't get out when you are no longer engaged with them. So big LOL on that one. Come on now, let's get on the security bandwagon there. Okay, look, I'm going to leave you with this. If you again, it's Memorial Day weekend. Charlie and I came in. I don't know if you know my dog Charlie, but he's been on a couple of my vlogs. Really hoping that everybody has a great Memorial Day, and we here at myServiceForce are absolutely remembering those who served before us and give us this freedom that we have that we can enjoy today. So I want to thank you all for being great customers. We really are very appreciative. If you haven't checked out our credit card processing, please check that out. We got a meter beat deal, and it's integrated into your myServiceForce software. If you haven't bought anything from the Business Center, I'd highly encourage you to do that. That's going to be a much larger part of our business going forward, much larger. And so, again, thank you very much for being part of the MSF Nation. And until next time, Sean Marzola, I'm out.